fi ń kìlọ̀ ìwà ẹ̀gbọ́n náà táwa la tọ́kùn ètò yìí gan-an o. Princess Àníkẹ́ Adé Ọdúnládé ọmọ wọn nífẹ̀ẹ́ òdáyé níbi ojúmọ́ ti mọ́ wá ọmọ onílé owó ọmọ àbùnà ọgbùn sọ̀rẹ́ ọmọ tí kì í bá wọn náwó ọjọ́ kejì ó kú iṣẹ́ ọpọlọ iwájú iwájú ṣáà lójú kò ń pé iwájú iwájú ló máa lọ. tó o bá ti pẹ́ tó ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ sọ wo kò gbọ́ kankan. ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ sọ lẹ́tọ̀ ó borí àkàkọ́. ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ sọ lẹ́tọ̀ ó sọ ní gbòòrò. ẹ̀yin ò bá yí bèbí àsùnwọ̀n mi ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ sọ. dájú àti mọ́mí ètò náà tún ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. ètò tó ń yànnà lọ́wọ́ tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ láwùjọ wa. ètò tó ń kọ́ni lọ́gbọ́n. ètò tó ń fúnni lóye. atọ́kùn ètò Àníkẹ́ Ọdúnládé ká máa bẹ́tò lọ. àní ẹwà kan fìdílé kájọjẹ mú àìtó. ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ sọ ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ sọ. ẹ bá ń gbọ́ bó ṣe ń dún. ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ sọ lẹ́tọ̀. àwọn tó dáa mọ̀ wọn ò fi para. ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ sọ lẹ́tọ̀. lórí Facebook lórí Instagram ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ sọ lẹ́tọ̀. YouTube kò gbẹ́yìn rárá ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ sọ lẹ́tọ̀. Princess Ọdúnládé Àníkẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ sọ lẹ́tọ̀. ó ṣe wà lórí ayélujára nìyẹn ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ sọ lẹ́tọ̀. bóyá ẹ wá nǹkan fìdílé ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ sọ lẹ́tọ̀. ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ sọ lẹ́tọ̀.
ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ sọ lẹ́tọ̀ ètò ní ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ sọ. Good afternoon, good evening, every one of us. Fọláṣadé Adéníkẹ́, how are you, my beautiful darling sister? Rita Aina, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are listening to me. Ṣàlàáfíà la wà. A kú bí ojú ọjọ́ ṣe rí, family ńkọ́? How are we all doing? Kindly help me to share this video as you are joining me. Let's share this video, especially those that are not online, so that they will know that we are online right now. Let's share the video. Let's call on people. Kudirat Akinola Ganiyu, you are welcome on board. God bless you, my sister. You are welcome. Every one of us. Ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ sọ lẹ́tọ̀. Ètò ni ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ sọ. Let's discuss. Let's share our ideas. Fasusi Omotolani, my darling sister, how are you? Good afternoon. God bless you. We have two topics to discuss today. Two topics, very short topics that we want to discuss today. And this topic, they are very, very important. That we want to. Those are the things that are indispensable, that we need to know, so that nobody will be able to pull us down, or nobody will be able to look down on us if we are able to know these things. Once we are able to know these things, nobody can pull us down, nobody can look down on us, nobody can say kí la jámọ́ tàbí irú èèyàn wo ni wá. Once we know some of these things I want to talk about this evening or this afternoon, depending on wherever you're listening to me. And the first topic is certain things in life that defines you. Certain things in life that defines you. There are some things that define us as an individual. And these things that define us, it can either make us or it can mar us. These things is either it makes us or it mar us. That's àwọn nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ yìí. Ó lè break wa down. Ó lè build wa. Ó lè sọ wá di ẹni tí Ọlọ́run fẹ́ ká jẹ́ tàbí kó bá ìrìn àjò ayé wa. That's what I mean by this topic can either make us or it can mar us. So I'm going to be fast because I don't want to waste much of our time. The first thing is your family background. Your family background don't define who you are sometimes and most times. That's tí àwa gangan tí a ò bá fira wa sílẹ̀ fún irú nǹkan yẹn. Your family background, your parents you can come out from a parent that doesn't have much at hand. Àwọn òbí wa wọ́n lè má lówó lọ́wọ́. Kí ìdílé tá ti jáde wá kó jẹ́ ìdílé tó jẹ́ pé a ní nǹkan kan lọ́wọ́. You understand? That doesn't mean that you will not make it in life. That doesn't mean that you will not make it in life. For the mere fact that you come out from a family of nobody doesn't mean that you will not be somebody in life. You can come out from a family that is a nobody, but you can still be somebody in life. Good evening, ma. My big sister. I cite you, ma. So you can come out from a family of nobody, but God can make you to be somebody. So don't lose hope. Continue to pray. Continue to be with God. Continue in your efforts. Continue to struggle. And you will discover that with time, you will get there. So your family background doesn't define you. It doesn't define who you are going to be, and it doesn't define where you are going to be. Maybe you come out from a family that nobody has ever built a house. Exactly, ma. Ibi ma de, nobody can stop me. God bless you, ma. Maybe in your own family, nobody has built a house before. That doesn't mean that you cannot build your own house. That doesn't mean that you cannot be successful. For the fact that people don't succeed in your own family doesn't mean that you will not succeed. So it all depends on your relationship with God. It all depends on your ability. I mean, not even your ability. It all depends on how God has destined your life to be. What will be is gonna be. It's just like a Bongo Sikwe song. Bongo Sikwe sang a song. He said, what's gonna be is gonna be. What goes up must come down. What's gonna be is gonna be. And nothing could do about it. There's nothing anybody can do about it. So what you are going to be, you are going to be, irrespective of your family background. You will still achieve your aim, irrespective of your family background. Just keep focusing. Don't lose your focus. Don't lose hope. Believe. God bless you, Mr. Adeleye Adigun. Thanks for coming on board. So, whatever is going to be for you is surely going to be for you, irrespective of your family background. Bóyá ní family wa, bóyá kò tiẹ̀ sẹ́ni tó ra mọ́tò rí, bóyá wọn tiẹ̀ ra spoke kẹ̀kẹ́ rí, that doesn't mean pé ìwọ ò ní ra nǹkan tó ju mọ́tò lọ. So that's why I say don't lose hope. Don't lose your focus. Continue to be yourself. Continue to be yourself. Don't allow your family background to relegate you. Don't allow your family background. Yes, ma. Be focused, be determined, and dedication to your God. You will surely get there. Exactly. I have seen people tó jẹ́ wípé ní ìlú tèmi wà yìí, they don't know anybody. Wọ́n mọ̀yàn, ọmọ kò léèyàn ni wọ́n. But if you see the way they are doing now, they are doing wonderfully well. Nobody knows them in their family. Ìran wọn ò ṣe rere rí, but God brings them out from the mud. Ó dẹ̀ fi ẹsẹ̀ wọn, ó fi lé àpáta. Ọ̀rọ̀ Bible wá ṣẹ wípé ó máa ń mú tálákà dìde láti orí àtìtàn, á wá jẹ́ kí wọ́n jókòó pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ aládé. So what is that condition that you are passing through, and you are now thinking wípé family mi kò sẹ́ni tó ṣe dáadáa rí, so therefore ṣáàjẹ́ kémi náà gba kámú, wọn kúkú ń lọ́kọ nílé wa, so I don't think me too I'm going to marry, wọn kì í bímọ nílé wa, èmi náà rò pé bóyá mo lè bímọ. Come on, who told you that? Who told you? Don't relegate yourself. God bless you, my Mr. Olautan, my wonderful admin. You are welcome on board. My darling sister Olorogun Kingsley. Báwo ni UK? Ṣé àwọn London gbogbo wọn, ṣé everybody wà okay? So don't allow anybody to deceive you. Wípé kò possible. Èèyàn ni kò possible fún, not with God. Yes, Mr. Olatubosun said, Jesus Christ, God, let your will be done in my life and my life too. So let us keep our hope alive. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí bóyá aláàfáà kan ni o, bóyá babaláwo kan ni o, bóyá oníṣègùn kan ni o, wọ́n ti wá sọ mẹ́sẹ̀jì fún yín. Wọ́n ti sọ pé ṣó mọ̀ pé ní family yín èjì báyìí náà máa ń dé tán fi máa ń kú. Ìwọ náà ti wá, ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣàìsàn, ó ti ń ṣe àìsàn. Ìwọ náà ti wá bẹ́ẹ̀, ó ti wá make up mind ẹ pé ṣàìsàn ikọ́ ló máa pa òun báyìí. Come on, don't say that. Àwọn Yorùbá wọ́n máa ń pa òwe kan, wọ́n ní ẹnu oníkọ́ ló máa fi ń pe ikú fúnra ẹ̀. Àwọn ẹlòmíì wà tán bá ń ṣàìsàn, wọ́n máa sọ sínú ayé ara wọn, wọ́n sọ pé ṣé àìsàn yìí kọ́ ló máa pa wọ́n báyìí? Ta ló sọ pé àìsàn yẹn ló máa pa ẹ́? For the fact that wípé àwọn òbí ẹ that they died at the age of 60 doesn't mean that you cannot be 120. So your family background should not relegate you. What is happening in your family is none of your business. Bring yourself out of that limitation and focus on whatever you are doing. Yes, you come out from that family. Lóòótọ́ ni. Ìran kìíní family yín wọ́n máa ń kú ní 70 years. But you, if you determine to bring out yourself from such family, you are going to be exempted from whatever tí àwọn family ẹ tí wọ́n bá ń là kọjá. So your family background doesn't define who you are. Another thing, yes, Ibironke Ajongbolo, you are welcome on board. Ibironke said you must prophesy good into your life. Exactly, that's the power of positive thinking. You have to be positive about your life all the time. Be positive. Tó bá sọ wípé wọn kì í ṣe rere ní family ní ìran ẹ, sọ fún ara ẹ wípé èmi á ṣe rere. Say it to yourself. When you wake up in the morning, speak to your life. And you will see that whatever you speak to your life will come to pass in your life. Àwọn ẹlòmíì láàárọ̀ tán bá jí báyìí wọ́n á sọ pé ṣó ní dẹ̀ lè dáa fáwọn báyìí. Yes ma, my big sister, wọ́n sọ pé ayé ló sọ pé èèyàn ò ní lílárí. Ènìyàn ló sọ, olórin kan ló sọ, ó ní ayé ló sọ pé o lè nílárí. Ènìyàn ló sọ pọ́rọ̀ rẹ kò lè já síre. Wòlíì ló sọ páyé rẹ kò lè nítumọ̀ mọ́. Kíyèsí Ọlọ́run kò sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Yes, Mr. Olorogun Kingsley, power of tongue is very, very important. We need to be positive. You need to speak good things into your life. Whatever you speak into your life, it shall come to pass. It shall come to pass. Àwọn ẹlòmíì tí ẹ ti wá rora wọn pin. Wọ́n ti sọra wọn di oníbàárà, wọ́n ti sọra wọn di alágbe, wọ́n ti believe pé àwọn ò tiẹ̀ lè make ẹ̀ mọ́ láyé ẹ̀. Who told you? Èmi ti rí èèyàn tó jẹ́ pé ilé ọ̀rẹ́ ló ti jẹ oúnjẹ December 25th. Tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ wípé nígbà tó di January 1st, ẹnìkan fún ní kọ́kọ́rọ́ ilé tuntun, ó dáṣì ẹ̀, òun náà di landlord. So what are we talking about? Don't relegate yourself. The power of positive thinking is still working. You are what you make yourself. And ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run gan sọ fún wa wípé out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. Nǹkan tó bá rò nípa ara ẹ, it will surely come to pass. Tó bá rò ara ẹ wípé ò lè ṣe rere, má jẹ́ ń tàn ẹ́. Tí wòlíì gan bá sọ pé ò lè ṣe rere, irọ́ ni wòlíì yẹn ń pa. And when somebody put a curse on you, tí wọ́n gan fúnra ara ẹ tó bá hùwà èpè, èpè ò lè mọ́ ẹ. That is why your family background cannot define who you are going to be. Àwọn tó ń control life wa lórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà lénìí, they are people of no background. Majority of them cannot eat one square meal nínú ẹbí wọn, but today they are feeding thousands of people. So why do you now want me to believe that it can't be well with you again? Surely it's gonna be well with you. It all depends. Adeshola Balogun, you are welcome. It all depends on what you are telling yourself. Continue to profess good thing into your life, and it shall come to pass. Èmi ò kì í ṣe me. I'm not a pastor, but I believe in the power of thinking. I believe in the power of positivity. Whatever you want out of your life, you will get it. You will surely get it. Whether a pastor said it, whether a prophet said it, whether imam said it, whether babalawo said it, believe in yourself first. Tí wọ́n bá jíṣẹ́ fún ẹ pé o máa lówó, tí wọ́n gangan ò gbégbèsè fúnra ara ẹ, or you come from a family, a rich family, ṣé mọ̀ pé we are talking about that your background doesn't define who you are gonna be. Tí o bá wá láti ìdílé olówó tó kọ̀ láti ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́ tọwọ́ ẹ, don't let me deceive you. You will be a beggar. Wàá lọ máa tọrọ owó lọ́wọ́ àwọn tí ò tún ní tó ẹni. So your family background doesn't define you. The second thing that doesn't define you is your marital status. Some people believe that they cannot do well torí pé àwọn ò tíì lọ́kọ. Tàbí torí pé wọ́n ní wọ́n fail relationship or the other, wọ́n ti believe pé ayé àwọn ò lè lójútùú mọ́. Who told you that? Who told you? Marriage is a plus. Yes, Mr. Olautan, everybody have their own calling. This your own calling, ma. Hey, yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate. So, your marital status cannot define you. It doesn't define who you are going to be. Whether you are married or you are not married, that doesn't say you are not going to be somebody in life. A rí àwọn èèyàn tó jẹ́ pé marriage gan báyé wọn jẹ́. Because they are married, they cannot move forward. Ọkọ wọn fà wọ́n sẹ́yìn, ọkọ wọn ò fẹ́ kán ṣoríire. The same thing àwọn ọkùnrin míì bá ti ga ju bí tó wà yìí lọ. But torí pé ó ti lọ fẹ́ ọ̀tá ní ìyàwó yẹn ò wá ní jẹ́ kó sún síwájú. So your marital status doesn't define who you are. Your marital status doesn't define who you are. Whether you are married or you are not married, it doesn't make any changes. The only change tí marriage máa make nínú ayé èèyàn ni pé if you marry a very good man, it's going to boost your destiny. Ó máa ran ìrìn àjò ayé èèyàn lọ́wọ́, ó lè jẹ́ kí ìrìn àjò yẹn yá. But even if you are not married, you will still get there. You will still get there. So your marital status doesn't define you in life. Èmi ti rí àwọn tí kò lọ́kọ tàbí ẹni tí kò níyàwó tó dẹ̀ ń ṣe rere. Nítorí wípé wọ́n mọ ọmọ ẹni tí àwọn ń ṣe. They know who they are. They believe in themselves. They know they can make it. Tomisin Taiwo, you are welcome. Mommy Remi Ojomu, you are welcome. They believe in themselves. Wọ́n believe nǹkan táwọn èèyàn ń sọ. They just believe in themselves. And they are doing pretty good. So your marital status kò yẹ kó sọ ẹ́ di alágbe, kò yẹ kó sọ ẹ́ di ẹni tí ò ní prestige, kò yẹ kó sọ ẹ́ di ẹni tó máa gbá left and right bí ball aláfẹsẹ̀gbá. So you have to make, stand on your feet. Your marital status doesn't define you. Yes, ma, a good husband or wife enhance your career. Yes, it will only enhance it. But that doesn't say you won't get there. You will definitely get there. Wọ́n ní ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ àbí kìíní kan, ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ máa dọ̀yọ̀, ariwo ẹ̀ kàn máa pọ̀ ni. You will get there. Èèyàn lè yan oògùn, but you will definitely get there. Believe me. Go and write today's date down. That o gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ kan lẹ́nu ẹnìkan tó sọ wípé your marital status, your family background doesn't define who you are. The third thing tí ò kí ń define èèyàn is your occupation. Your occupation doesn't define who you are. You can be a banker kó máa bá central bank ṣiṣẹ́ tí ìbùkún Ọlọ́run ò bá sí nínú ayé. I'm telling you, you will be living from one rented apartment to another. Ẹnìyàn ò ní rí nǹkan gbé, kò tiẹ̀ ní rí blọọkù fìdí ẹ̀ lélẹ̀. Wọ́n ní níbi tí alágbára tó ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe wàhálà, arọ tí kò lè dìde ó ń ṣoríire. So your occupation doesn't define who you are. Your occupation doesn't define who you are. Ṣé ẹ ti rí bí tí ẹni tó ń ta omi wóróbo tó ti ń kọ́lé? Tí ẹni tó ń gba thousands of naira tó lọ ń rẹ̀ǹtì ilé lọ́wọ́ ẹni tó ń tomi? Ọlọ́run nìkan ló ń ṣe yẹn fún yàn. So your occupation doesn't define you. My brothers and sisters, my mothers and fathers, listening to me. Your occupation doesn't define who you are. Èèyàn lè wà nínú agbami ibú owó kó dẹ̀ má rí nǹkan kan gbé ṣe. Kó dẹ̀ jẹ́ wípé ẹni tó ń ta wóróbo, tó ń ta kóńgò agolo ráìsì kan, ìlàjì epo pupa, kó dẹ̀ máa gbé nǹkan rere ṣe. So your occupation doesn't define you. Your occupation doesn't define you. Èèyàn lè jẹ́ professor kó má rí nǹkan kan gbé ṣe. Kí ordinary private school teacher kó dẹ̀ nílé lórí, kó tún ní àlàáfíà, kó tún ní ìbàlẹ̀ ọkàn. So your occupation doesn't define who you are. Kí ni iṣẹ́ yẹn tó ń ṣe that you are looking at it wípé kò kí ń ṣeṣẹ́? Some people have one skill or the other, but wọ́n fojú commonize ẹ̀, wọ́n kàn iṣẹ́ yẹn ò jọ wọ́n lójú. Iṣẹ́ yẹn ò jọ wọ́n lójú because torí pé wọ́n ti dé tie, wọ́n dé tie kan fi bàtà cover shoe sí, kan fa briefcase sọ́wọ́, wọ́n fojú tẹ́ńbẹ́lú iṣẹ́ tí Ọlọ́run yàn láàyò fún wọn. Wọ́n á wá máa wo báńkà tó dé tie tó ń rìn lọ, wọ́n á máa envy ẹ̀. Wọ́n dẹ̀ mọ̀ wípé ìdí iṣẹ́ wóróbo táwọn ń ṣe yẹn, ibẹ̀ ni ìbùkún tí wọ́n wà. Tó jẹ́ pé ẹni tó ń ṣe báńkà gan tún wá máa tọrọ lọ́wọ́ wọn. But because they don't believe in themselves. Exactly. Kádàrá ni. Fásùsì Ọmọ́tọ́láni said, what matter most is divine intervention. Ṣé rí ojoojúmọ́ tá bá ti ń jí, ẹ jẹ́ ká máa sọ fún Ọlọ́run wípé ohunkóhun tí màá ṣe tí ògo Ọlọ́run tó fi máa búyọ láyé mi, kọ́lọ́run máa fi sí mi lọ́kàn láti ṣe, tàbí ìgbésẹ̀ kí ìgbésẹ̀ tí mo máa gbé lójoojúmọ́ tó máa lead mi to my destiny helper, to my desired destination, kí Ọlọ́run kó jẹ́ ká máa gbé ìgbésẹ̀ yẹn. I have seen people walking on the road, wọ́n dẹ̀ pàdé destiny helper wọn lórí ìrìn. So your occupation doesn't define who you are in life. It doesn't define. Ẹ̀yin ò tí rí ẹni tí ò kì í ṣe tailor, tí wọ́n á dẹ̀ sọ fún pé tó bá ti lè máa ṣọ́ gé lásán, wọ́n á mú ẹ lọ sílùú òyìnbó. tailor tó gba ṣọ́ọ̀pù tó decorate ṣọ́ọ̀pù ẹ̀ kò mà ní réyàn tó máa suggest irú nǹkan yẹn fún un. Ìwọ tó jẹ́ pé inú ilé ni machine tiẹ̀ wà tó kàn ti fi rán àwọn àkísà tó fi rán pátá onípátá tó já brazier oníbrazier àtàpá ẹ̀ já ó ní wọ́n rán. Wàá dẹ̀ rí ẹnìkan á dẹ̀ sọ fún ẹ wípé mo dẹ̀ lè mú ẹ travel out o tó bá kàn ṣáà ti máa ṣọ́ gé. Wọ́n á dẹ̀ béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ lẹ́mbásì, wọ́n á sọ pé iṣẹ́ kí ló ń ṣe wà ní tailor, wọ́n á ní ṣó lè gé aṣọ, wọ́n á ní hẹn, wọ́n á ní ó yá kọ̀kọ́ tí bí, wàá dẹ̀ rọra fi scissors sí, wàá dẹ̀ là, wọ́n á ní okay your visa is approved ló bá tán. Ẹni tó ní ṣọ́ọ̀bù ńlá kò ní rí èèyàn tó máa fún nírú advice báyẹn. That is to tell you wípé your occupation doesn't define you. It doesn't define where God wants to take you. Torí ẹ̀, ohun tá a bá ní lọ́wọ́, ẹ jẹ́ ká ná ní ẹ̀. The word of God says, whatever that your hand has found you to do, do it with all diligence. Do it with all diligence. Yes, Elizabeth Omoyeni, think positively. Another thing that doesn't define you is your physical appearance. Your physical appearance doesn't define you. Ẹlòmíì máa wo rẹ̀ sùsùsùsù á ní òun tiẹ̀ ti tóbi jù. Á lóun ti tóbi jù. Òun ti sanra jù. Á wá máa hate rẹ̀. Á wá máa rí àwọn tó lẹ̀pa. Á dẹ̀ máa envy wọn. Á dẹ̀ máa sọ sínú ayé rẹ̀ pé kóun dẹ̀ gbẹ bí ẹni yìí báyìí. Kóun dẹ̀ slim bí ẹni yìí báyìí. Ẹlòmíì tó tún slim, á tún rẹ́ni tó tún rọ̀bọ̀, á tún sọ pé ìwọ Ọlọ́run kí ló dé tèmi náà wàá rọ̀bọ̀ bí eléyìí. Why don't you value what you have? Value what you have. Your physical appearance doesn't define you. Ẹ máa rí fine boy looking sexy. Kò ní lè travel out. Ẹ wá rí ọ̀wàlà, ẹni tó fi gbogbo ojú tó fi wàlà. Mi ò bú àwọn tó kọlà o, bàbá tó bí mi kọlà sójú. Bàbá tó bí mi ọ̀kọlà ni, so mi ò bú àwọn tó kọlà. Mo dẹ̀ láwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n tó kọlà. But what I'm trying to say is that your physical appearance doesn't define you. It doesn't define where you're gonna be. Ẹ rí ẹni tó fine, tó handsome gidi, kò mà ní réyàn mú jáde. Ẹ wá rí ọ̀wàlà lásán. Ó máa travel out. Àwa dẹni tí gbogbo ayé ń pé wò. But torí pé wàlà yẹn ó máa hate ara ẹ̀. Tó bá ń wo mirror báyìí inú máa bí ṣù ni pé àwọn òbí òun dẹ̀ bá yé òun jẹ́ wọ́n kọlà sójú. Kò wá mọ̀ bóyá ìlà yẹn gan ló máa ṣe atọ́kùn fún débi tó ń lọ. So ẹ má jẹ́ ká look down on ourselves. Don't let us look down on ourselves. Whatever that God has done for you, appreciate it. Whatever you are passing through doesn't define you. Wàá tayọ, wàá kọjá ibẹ̀. Those people, tí wọ́n ti ń fi orúkọ kan pè ẹ́, they will now realize wípé your physical appearance doesn't define. It doesn't define you. Your physical appearance doesn't define you. Your shoulder should be high. Exactly. Value what you have. Value what you have. Another thing that doesn't define you is your gender. Your gender doesn't define you. Whether you are a man or you are a woman, it doesn't define you. Ẹlòmíì tó ń bí ọmọ obìnrin, á ti wo rẹ̀ báyìí pé àwọn ọmọ obìnrin tó ń bí ṣáyé wọn dẹ̀ lè dá ṣá, kí ló dé tóun ò lè bí ọmọkùnrin, torí wọ́n ti believe wípé bóyá ọmọkùnrin nìkan ló máa ń ṣoríire. They forget that gender doesn't define us. Ṣèbéyàn níyàwó Biden, èèyàn níyàwó Buhari, èèyàn ní àwọn obìnrin olókìkí Okonjo-Iweala. She is a woman. She didn't allow her gender to define her. Ibo ni wọn ò ti gbọ́ orúkọ Okonjo-Iweala ní àgbáyé. Either nílùú aláwọ̀ dúdú tàbí nílùú aláwọ̀ funfun, everybody knows who Okonjo-Iweala is. Her gender doesn't define her. She didn't allow her gender to define her. And to you men or women looking at me at this time, gbogbo lọmọ, value what you have. tó bá jẹ́ kìkìdá obìnrin nìkan ni wọ́n ń bí, dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run and believe that ọmọ yẹn wọ́n máa dirú, wọ́n máa digba. If you have just a single child tó jẹ́ pé ọmọ kan ṣoṣo ló bí, ọmọ kan gan kúrò nínú kí ló bí. Ó kúrò nínú kí ló bí. Your gender doesn't define who you're gonna be. And àwọn tí ò dẹ̀ tí bí pé èèyàn ò tí rọ́mọ bí kò mean wípé kò tún tí lè bímọ. Nítorí wípé ẹni tí ọmọ bá sin ló bí ọmọ. And that's why I used to tell people that you don't mock people. Don't mock people with their situation or with their condition. Nítorí wípé Ọlọ́run mọ ìdí tó fi ṣe oníkálùkù wa bó ṣe ṣe wá. Àwọn ẹlòmíì wà èèyàn gíga lọ́lọ́run dá wọn. Ó mọ bó ṣe dá wọn léèyàn gíga. Ẹlòmíì ẹni kúkúrú ni. Àìmọye ẹni kúkúrú tó ń pe ẹni gíga ránṣẹ́. So, your physical appearance doesn't define you. Your gender doesn't define you. Another thing that will not define you is your academic qualification. Your academic qualification cannot define you. Ṣẹ́yìn ò tí rí ẹni tí ò lè fi ìdí ìgò kọ́hó tó ń employ àwọn graduates ni. Ìwé mélòó ni Dangote kà? There are so many people that are not educated, but today they have graduates tí wọ́n ń san salary fún. That is to tell you that your qualification, your education doesn't define who you are going to be. Àìmọye àwọn tí ò tẹ ilé ìwé rí tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ń ṣoríire. So why do you now think pé torí pé ẹnìkan ò kàwé pé ẹnìyẹn ò lè ṣoríire? Who told you? Are you their creator? Ṣé wọ́n ló dá wọn ni? Do you know the reason why God has made it that way? Torí pé wọ́n dẹ̀ kàwé, o ti wá believe pé àwọn tí ò kàwé yẹn they are nobody. Unless tí àwọn tí ò kàwé yẹn tán bá fi ara wọn sílẹ̀ tí wọ́n tàbí ọbíọ́ tàbí tí wọ́n wá nǹkan ṣe. Òun ni qualification wọn ló tó lè define wọn. Your qualification cannot define you. Nílùú tí èmi wà yìí, àìmọye ẹni tí ò lè fi ìdí ìgò kọ́hó tí wọ́n dẹ̀ jọ wà nínú ọ́fíìsì pẹ̀lú àwọn tó ti kàwé tán ti di professor. So what are you telling me? What are you telling me? Why are you looking down on yourself? Why don't you value yourself? Self-love. If you don't value yourself, nobody will value you. Má jẹ́ kí n tàn ẹ́. Tó o bá mọyì ara ẹ, ará àta ò lè mọyì ẹ, gbà bẹ́ẹ̀. Once you don't value yourself, nobody will value you. If you devalue yourself, outsider wọ́n wá fi ẹsẹ̀ wọ́n fi tẹ̀ ẹ́ mọ́lẹ̀, wọ́n á tẹ̀ ẹ́ mọ́lẹ̀ gidigidi. But when you value yourself, people will value you. They will surely value you when you value yourself. That's why you need to value yourself. You need to value yourself. If you don't love yourself, gbàgbé, nobody will love you. Àwọn tó bá ń sọ pé àwọn love ẹ, wọ́n ń tàn ẹ́ ni wọ́n ní love ẹ. Self-love. You need to love yourself. You need to value yourself. Value yourself in everything that you are doing. Another thing that doesn't define you is your age. Ọjọ́ orí ẹ, it doesn't define you. Oh, gbàgbọ́ ṣá. You don't believe me? Have you not seen? Àwọn èèyàn, thank you my darling sister Arẹwàmí Diamond Treasure, you are welcome ma. Have you not seen àwọn tí ọjọ́ orí wọn tí ò ju bóyá bíi 30 years, 40 years lọ, tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ń pe èèyàn tó jẹ́ 60 years tí wọ́n jẹ́ ọ̀gá fún wọn? You now want to tell me pé your age will define where you want to be. No, it will not. Everything works for good for those that love God. Everything works for good for those that love God. Èmi ti wà ní àwùjọ níbi tó jẹ́ pé I'm the youngest. Èmi ni mo kéré jù nínú àwọn tó jẹ́ head of department. Kò ń ṣọgbọ́n orí o. Kò ń ṣe nípa tìwé o. Àánú ó máa ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún yàn gbà mí. So your age doesn't define you. Your age doesn't define where you are going to be. I'm telling you, believe me. Before I come out to tell you something, àwọn Hausa máa ń sọ pé kinní kan, wọ́n á sọ pé ṣó ṣe é rí. Wọ́n ní ṣó ṣe é rí. I don't just come and be talking and be talking. I have deep experience nínú nǹkan tí mo bá ń sọ, tàbí mo ní àwọn èèyàn tí mo lè fi ṣe example lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. So your age doesn't define you. Ẹ máa rí ọmọ kékeré tó kọ́lé, àgbàlagbà á dẹ̀ máa ṣe gate man fún. Ẹ dẹ̀ lè rí arúgbó tó kọ́ ilé, ọmọ kékeré tí èjì ẹ̀ ò pọ̀ á máa ṣe gate man fún. Bí ilé ayé ṣe wà nìyẹn. Ọlọ́run tó ṣẹ̀dá wa is unquestionable. We cannot question him. Bó ṣe wu Olúwa ló ń ṣọlá. Bó ṣe wù ú ló máa ń ṣe nǹkan. Bó ṣe wù ú ló máa ń ṣe nǹkan. So your age doesn't define who you are. Yes, ẹ jẹ́ ká fi kún àwọn tá bá ti ń ṣe ìjíròrò tàbí tá ń gbàdúrà, ẹ jẹ́ ká máa sọ fọ́lọ́run wípé kí àánú ẹ̀ kó ṣiṣẹ́ fún wa. Ẹni tí àánú Ọlọ́run bá wà nínú ayé ẹ̀, ó máa dàbí pé òun ló mọ̀ ṣe jù ni. I'm telling you, tí àánú Ọlọ́run tó bá wà nínú ayé èèyàn, á dàbí pé ẹni yẹn ló mọ̀ ṣe jù. Gbogbo nǹkan tó bá ń ṣe báyìí, á kàn máa lọ déédéé ni. Á kàn máa lọ déédéé ni. So your age doesn't define you. Another thing tí ò tún kí ń define èèyàn, the mistakes you have made in the past doesn't define you. Àwọn àṣìṣe tí èèyàn ti ṣe lánàá, it doesn't define you. That's why your past, àwọn tó mọ̀ ẹ́ lánàá, past ẹ, story tó kọjá ni wọ́n mọ̀, wọn ò mọ̀ the recent story of your life. Past ẹ ni wọ́n mọ̀. They don't know what you are doing right now unless tó bá tún jẹ́ kán mọ̀. So your mistake, the mistakes you've made in the past doesn't make you who you are. Ẹ máa rí ẹlòmíì tó ti ní so many failed relationships. Tádẹ̀ tún wá pàdé ẹnìkan tó máa tún yí ìgbé ayé ẹ̀ padà. To tell you wípé our past doesn't define who we are. A rí àwọn ẹlòmíì, ẹ máa gbọ́ tó máa sọ pé nígbà ayé ẹ̀, wọ́n máa ń sọ fún àwọn míì. Wọ́n ní nígbà ayé lágbájá, ẹni yẹn ò tíì kú o. Ẹni yẹn ò tíì kú. Wọ́n sọ pé nígbà tó ṣì ń jẹ́ orúkọ ẹ̀, ẹjọ́ ṣé wọ́n yí orúkọ ẹ̀ padà ni. Ẹni yẹn ò tíì change orúkọ, but because past ẹni yẹn kò ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́. Past ẹni yẹn ò ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́. Ṣẹ̀dẹ̀ wá mọ̀ pé kinní kan ni wípé àyípadà tálákà ó sì dájú ti olówó lọ. Àdúrà mi ni wípé gbogbo ojú tó ń wò mí, àpadà sí búburú kò ní dé bá wa. Kò ní dé bá wa. Tó bá jẹ́ pé ibi tá wà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ sì tó bá tẹ́ wa lọ́rùn, àyípadà ibi ò wá ní dé bá wa. Àwa tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ibi tá wà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ sì kò tẹ́ wa lọ́rùn, àyípadà rere máa dé bá wa. Lágbára Ọlọ́run. Your past doesn't define you. Pé èèyàn ti fail rí kò mean pé kò tún lè pass mọ́. Pé èèyàn ti bímọ kú rí kò sọ pé kò ní di alábìíyè mọ́. Pé èèyàn ò lọ́kọ lánàá kò sọ wípé kò tún ní di ẹni tó máa lọ́kọ. Pé iṣẹ́ bọ́ lọ́wọ́ èèyàn lánàá kò mean pé kò ní rí iṣẹ́ tó better tàná tó bọ́. And let me tell you, when one door is not closed, another door is not going to be open. When one door is not closed, another door will not open. Tí ọmọ ènìyàn bá sọ wípé òun ká ẹni tó tẹ́ fún ẹ, Ọlọ́run ṣetán láti tẹ́ rọ̀gì fún ẹ tó bá farabalẹ̀. tó bá ṣe kíni, tó bá farabalẹ̀ ní o, tó bá farabalẹ̀, tó dẹ̀ gbàgbọ́ nínú ara ẹ pé I can make it, I will make it. When you tell yourself you're gonna make it, believe me, you will make it. But when you just look at yourself, you just say, ẹ ṣáà jẹ́ kí n máa manage ẹ̀ lọ báyìí, ẹ jẹ́ kí n máa bá lọ báyìí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ nìyẹn ṣe máa bá lọ nìyẹn. Bí ẹni yẹn bó ṣe máa ṣe kíni, bó ṣe máa bá life ẹ̀ lọ nìyẹn. Kò wá ní sí changes. Torí pé òun gangan fúnra rẹ̀ ti conclude nínú ọkàn rẹ̀ wípé òun ò lè make ẹ̀ mọ́. So don't relegate yourself. Don't bring yourself down. Don't use your own mouth to destroy yourself. Have positive thinking all the time. Be positive about yourself. Be positive about your job. Be positive about your children. Be positive about your family. Don't look down on anybody. Ẹni tí kò dá fún lẹ́ni, ó lè jẹ́ òun ló máa wá ràn ẹ́ lọ́wọ́ lọ́jọ́ ọ̀la kan. Don't write anybody off. Má write anybody off because ìwọ kọ́ ló dá ẹni yẹn. Àwọn ẹlòmíì wá wo ẹlòmíì sùsùsùn báyìí wá ní ẹni tí ò lè dá fún mọ́. Who told you? Ta ló sọ fún ẹ pé kò lè dá fún? Níwọ̀nba tí ó ṣì kù kí ọjọ́ èní kó parí, ìyanu ọjọ́ yẹn ṣì kù. I believe, èmi máa ń gbà yẹn gbọ́. Tí ọjọ́ kan, tí ilé ọjọ́ kan ò bá tí ṣú, ire ṣì wà nínú ọjọ́ yẹn. Bóyá olóore gbogbo wa tájọ èmi àti gbogbo ojú tó ń wò mí, bóyá olóore wa gan ṣì wà lórí ìrìn báyìí tó ń wá wa bọ̀, that we don't even know. So your past, your mistakes in the past doesn't define you. The mistake you made yesterday doesn't define who you're going to be today. It doesn't define where you are going to be today. The mistakes you make yesterday doesn't define where you are going to find yourself today. Just believe in yourself. Now, and lastly, what people think about you doesn't define you. Èrò àwọn èèyàn nípa ẹ, it doesn't change anything if God wants to do something in your life. What people think about you doesn't define you. Or what people say about you doesn't define you. Èèyàn ló sọ pé ò lè níláárí, but Ọlọ́run sọ pé ó ṣì máa níláárí. Èèyàn ló sọ pé ayé ẹ ò lè nítumọ̀, but Ọlọ́run sọ pé ayé ẹ máa nítumọ̀. So why do you have to care about what people say about you? And until tó bá lọ wá òwú elépo tó bá fi di etí ẹ, tó listen sí nǹkan táwọn èèyàn bá ń sọ mọ́, that is when you begin to have progress. But when you continue to listen to what people are saying about you, kíni yẹn máa draw ẹ sẹ́yìn ni, it will be drawing you back. Kò ní jẹ́ kó lè make a positive progress. And that is why you don't listen to what people are saying. You don't listen to what people are saying about you. You don't give a damn. Don't give a damn concerning what people are saying about you. What you say about yourself supersede what people say about you. If you call yourself a nobody, people will call you nobody. If you present yourself to people as somebody that doesn't have any meaning in life, people will call you that. Yorùbá sọ wípé tí onígbá bá ṣe ń pe gbá ẹ̀ náà máa bá pè. That's why you need to present yourself in an honorable way to people. You need to present yourself. Help me to share this video. Bóyá àwọn tó nílò láti gbọ́rọ̀ tí mò ń sọ yìí gan, bóyá wọn sí online lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Help me to share it because it is the power of tongue and things that can define us that I'm talking about. Nǹkan tí mò ń sọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ yìí, ó ju owó lọ, ó ju recharge card lọ, ó ju anything lọ. Because once you know this thing I'm talking, gbàgbé, ẹni oore téèyàn bá ṣe fún yàn, á wá ṣe kíni, á wá jókòó sínú ayé èèyàn. So what people are saying about you doesn't define you. It doesn't define who you are. So my lovely people, cheer up. Smile. Tell yourself, I will make it. Tell yourself, I will make it. Orin Ṣọlá Rótìmí kan wà tí mo love. I love that song. Ó ní, I will make it no matter what the situation. God has promised He will never let me down. Come what may, I will surely overcome. You will make it, no matter the situation. God has promised He will never let you down. Come what may, you will surely overcome. You will overcome it. Trust me. Believe in yourself. Believe in your intuition. Believe in your intuition. Èmi tí mo ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀, I will make it. Èmi o, I will make it. Ó sure jù wípé mo máa make it. I'm not boasting. I will make it. Mo máa make it ni. I will make it. Èmi ń sọ sínú ayé tèmi wípé I will make it. My children will make it. My family will make it. My siblings will make it. Everyone surrounding me will make it. Everyone surrounding me will make it. Everyone surrounding me will make it. So, it is well with every one of us. On a last note, nǹkan tí mo wá fẹ́ sọ fún wa ni wípé the second topic kò gbà mí ní 5 minutes láti sọ. It's an advice. Ní second topic yẹn, advice ni mo wá fẹ́ fún wa. Ṣé wá rí, tá bá ti lè mú gbogbo nǹkan tí mo wá ń sọ yìí, tá bá ti lè mú lò. Tá bá ti lè mú nǹkan tí mo ń sọ yìí, tá bá ti lè mú lò. Ẹ wá jẹ́ ká sá fún kinní kan. Òun náà ni èpè ìtìjú. Èpè ìtìjú causes. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sá fún. Èpè ìtìjú, ẹ jẹ́ ká sá fún. Kí là ń pè lé èpè ìtìjú? Kí nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀. O mọ̀ pé wọ́n ló ṣe. But torí pé o wò pé tó bá dẹ̀ sọ pé wọ́n ló ṣe o, ìtìjú yẹn á dẹ̀ ti pọ̀ jù o. O wá sọ fún wọn pé tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n ló ṣe kinní, káyé ẹ dá. Ẹ ti mọ̀ mi ìfẹ́ ṣépè. Because I don't believe it. Mi like kéèyàn máa ṣépè níbi tí mo bá wà. Àwọn èèyàn mi máa ń ṣépè yẹn. Wọ́n sọ pé tó bá jẹ́ pé èmi ni mo ṣe kinní, kó rí báyìí fún mi, kó rí báyìí fún mi. O dẹ̀ mọ̀ wípé wọ́n ló ṣe. Ṣé rí èpè ara ẹni? Èèyàn ò kí ń bọ́nú ẹ̀ o. Èèyàn ò kí ń bọ́ nínú èpè ara ẹni. Èpè téèyàn fi ara ẹ̀ ṣẹ́ fúnra rẹ̀. You know, we are talking about positive thinking. Èpè tó o bá ṣẹ́ fún ara ẹ, ó máa ń pẹ́ kéèyàn tó lè bọ́nú ẹ̀. Wòlíì tó máa múyàn kúrò nínú irú èpè yẹn, ó máa múra. Èpè ara ẹni. Wòlíì tó máa yọ ẹ́ nínú èpè ara ẹni, ó máa múra. So if there is any way tó o ti ṣẹ́ èpè ìtìjú rí, padà lọ sínú ìyẹ̀wù ẹ, o lè bọ́ra ẹ sí hòhò níwọ nìkan, ọmọlúàbí, tọrọ fún àánú lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run. God just placed it in my heart pé I should tell people about it. Èpè ara ẹni, one way or the other, àtèmi àtẹ̀yin àti máa ṣe rí, ó lè jẹ́ ìgbà ìmọ̀. Ó lè jẹ́ pé a ṣe nǹkan yẹn, tá kàn wò pé etí wo ló ń gbọ́ kí wọ́n sọ pé mi ni mo ṣe, jẹ́ kí n sọ pé èmi kọ́ jàre, kán wá sọ pé kò ṣépè, kí wọ́n náà sọ pé ẹlòmíì gan á tún fi ọmọ ara ẹ̀ ṣépè. Ó common gan, ẹlòmíì máa fi ọmọ ara ẹ̀ ṣépè. Èpè ara ẹni, ó máa ń jàyàn dọjọ́ alẹ́. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sá fún. Let your yes be yes and your no be no. Ó better kó o sọ òótọ́ pé èmi ni o, mi mọ̀ ni. In fact, àwọn èèyàn bá wá blame ẹ, Ọlọ́run gan tún lè punish àwọn yẹn because o ti sọ tòótọ́. So my dear people, mo bẹ̀ wá, mo rọ̀ wá, ọ̀rọ̀ wà nínú nǹkan tí mo sọ yẹn. Èpè ara ẹni, ẹ jẹ́ ká sá fún. Àtèmi àti ẹ̀yin, ẹ jẹ́ ká sá fún. If anything happen, no matter what, even kó jẹ́ láàrin ọkọ síyàwó, ó better gan kẹ́ túká ju pé kó ṣépè fúnra ẹ lọ. Tó dẹ̀ mọ̀ wípé wọ́n ló ṣe nǹkan yẹn. It's better kẹ́ túká kó wà lálàáfíà ju kó wá fi ọmọ ẹ ṣépè lọ. Tàbí kó wá ṣépè fúnra ẹ. Ẹlòmíì gan á tún sọ pé tóun bá ṣe kinní yìí, k'Ọlọ́run gbà láàfíà òun lọ. tó bá wá yá tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sick tálàáfíà ò sí àti gbàgbé pé òun ṣépè àwọn á máa dààmú káàkiri. Àní dààmú lágbára Ọlọ́run. Àwọn ọmọ wa ò ní rí dààmú, iṣẹ́ wa ò ní dààmú, ilé wa ò ní dààmú, ọ̀nà wa ò ní dààmú. We will not labour in vain. But for us not to labour in vain, don't swear falsely. Don't swear falsely. Don't swear falsely. Tó bá ti ṣe tán wọ́n wá sọ pé ogun ayé ni. Ogun ayé gan o. Ṣé rí ogun oṣó ó ṣe iṣẹ́ o. Ogun àjẹ́ ó ṣe iṣẹ́. In fact, ogun aláròká gan tún ṣe iṣẹ́ but èpè ara ẹni. K'Ọlọ́run jọ̀ọ́ nínú àánú ẹ̀. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá ti wà nínú problem yẹn, k'Ọlọ́run jọ̀ọ́ nínú àánú ẹ̀ kó ṣàánú, kó dáríjì wá, kó yọ wá kúrò nínú irú nǹkan báyẹn. And I believe aláàánú lọ́lọ́run. Power of tongue. When you say something with your mouth, ó stamp síbẹ̀ ni. It stand forever. It stand forever. In the book of Proverbs, wọ́n sọ pé ègún kì í dédé wà, ègún ò kì í dédé sí. Most of us, bóyá inú ègún tá fira wa sí, ó lè jẹ́ pé èpè ara ẹni tá ṣẹ́ ni tàbí nínú ayé àwọn ọmọ wa. Ọlọ́run á ràn wá lọ́wọ́. Thank you so much, my beautiful people. I appreciate you coming on board. Thank you so much for your time. Despite the fact pé kìí ṣe pé bóyá mò ń ra káàdì fún yín àbí mò ń ṣe data fún yín, but because of the love you have in me and because you believe in what I say, thank you so much. I love you from the depth of my heart. I appreciate you. I used to say it, without you, there is no me. Because if you don't comment, if you don't come to watch me, there is nothing I can do. Let's keep up the hope alive. Let's continue to prophesy positive things concerning our lives. Nǹkan tí ò bá dẹ̀ kàn wá, ẹ má jẹ́ ká dá sí. Mind your lane. Thank you for coming. I love you all. Until when we are going to come again to bring another educative and informative show, I say goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives. Ire àti àánú òun ni yóò máa tọ̀ wá lẹ́yìn títí ọjọ́ ayé wa gbogbo. Ó dàbọ̀.